What's going on, guys? Brimstone's Gaming here, and I have brought to you another one-on-one, and this time we're going to go by a YouTuber who does a multiple of response videos to random members of this community. And we've seen a lot of these channels kind of poke up out of the past, say, 2 years or so, where people are doing a lot of, say, critiquing of other people's videos. Go ahead, sir, and introduce yourself.
Howdy, I'm Goget, and Boom basically just took the entirety of what I was about to say, so I mean, hey, I'm introduced.
So Goget, now on the response videos, do you really enjoy doing this kind of stuff? I mean, do you like going in and kind of picking apart the video that you're talking about, or is it just, what's the whole deal with it? Like, what's the draw to doing this kind of content?
For me, I like doing it. Of course, if I didn't like doing it, I wouldn't be doing it. I've stopped doing videos on my channel before because I didn't like doing it.
Yeah.
But it's a way for me to sort of hone my critical thinking, basically. I use it as a... I want to be an actual journalist. I don't not know one of the bad ones, of course. I want to be one that has a code of ethics that I follow. And in order to do that, I need to get better at thinking critically, picking apart everything if I'm just watching something or something like that. So I use the response videos as a way of honing that skill.
Okay, fair enough. So you say you wanting to go into being a journalist.
Of sorts.
Now, are we talking about actually going and becoming an accredited journalist, or do you just want to do something as far as like YouTube goes in the gaming industry?
I do not want to become an accredited journalist because I do not want to work for any company that may edit my pieces to fit some narrative.
Right. So you want something that you're in control of. You want to be able to have something that, you're not doing this for somebody else. You're doing this for yourself. So in other words, your content is of your own. You're not going to be having to worry whether or not what it is that you're putting out there is going to be manipulated for any other reason besides, what other people would want to be manipulated for, like pretty much twisting your own truth. You don't want anybody to be able to do that to you, in other words.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, because like I said, man, like a lot of these type of channels, man, they've been popping up here on YouTube in the last couple of years. They've sort of since Rags and some of those type of channels like Leafy and stuff. Like I see a lot of people just jumping up out of nowhere, man.
Pyro, Leafy, Pyro, and there's a couple of others that headed it getting bigger than it originally was, but Leafy and Pyro were the two biggest people who did that, to my knowledge.
Right. So do you think that the critiquing videos, or should I say video responses, do you think that's going to be something that's going to continuously be a trend here on YouTube, or do you see it dying out?
Odds are it will eventually die out, as most trends do.
Yeah, I've always kind of wondered about that, yeah.
Yeah, Let's Plays were big for a while, and if you look back at my channel, I don't recommend you doing it, but you can. You see horrible Let's Plays that I used to do. Because that's, what I wanted to do, and then I lost interest in that, and I just stopped uploading for a while.
Yeah, I see that you start off as a Minecrafter.
Minecraft, Call of Duty, those types of videos, using a very, very old camcorder that makes me want to kill myself every time I look at those videos. And saying this is gonna make people want me to respond to react to them because I say I want to kill myself from watching them.
Now, I've noticed the videos that you do have that get views, you have definitely a lot of my opinion videos. And your opinion videos get some pretty decent views. Like, I don't even know who this Hati PPPG.
Oh, hi Kitty.
Oh, I see. Like, yeah. I have no idea who that is. But you're at 789 views, though. That's pretty good.
Yes, it actually is. And I'll give you a quick rundown of who they are. It's basically a manipulator on DeviantArt, and they're no longer on DeviantArt. I should really make a video updating the situation, but you know, basically they left DeviantArt after me and a lot of people called them out, and the second guy was just one of somebody I thought was a white knight, and I laughed at their comments. So I figured I'd throw one of them in as a joke.
Yeah.
And he reached out to me and said he was just joking around, so I did an entire video on him.
Okay. All right. Now, as far as your critique videos, now, do you like? Okay, so like we all know that there's like both a positive criticism and there's a negative criticism. Where do you think your videos fall in line on when it comes to those spectrums?
When I first started out, most likely negative, because I know I've always been an edgelord. I've always been the first to, like usually now I'm more passive and I won't, per se attack you until you give me a reason to. But when I started out like a year ago doing response videos, I went for the kill immediately.
Oh, really? So you like really got into it then? Like you were really like,
oh yeah,
you're going for the gusto.
Yeah.
What pretty much got you started on doing YouTube? What was the main draw for you that got you started? Like who did you have anybody that like sort of inspired you to do this?
Starting out YouTuber, no. But as I went on, I found YouTubers that I drew inspiration from, like a ranter you probably won't know about. The name's Junkie. He does Deviant rants, like you've seen me do a couple of those. I just mentioned one I did. Or you just mentioned one I did, I should say. He does videos like those, and he sort of inspired he somewhat inspired the format that I used at the beginning of the cycle of response videos.
Okay.
And I just took his format and changed, or his quotation marks format that he used in his original response videos, and I didn't even release the first videos that I did of this. They are still on my computer. They are locked away in a place I will not touch again.
They're locked away in a place that you will not touch again. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's an hour-long video of me and a couple of my pals talking about a Deviant user that was been done to death at that point, and I go back and watch it every once in a while, but I'm like, I can't. I cannot even think about editing this and putting it into a cohesive video.
I think we all have videos like that, though. I mean, I'll even come clean with some of the stuff that I used to do. I had this opinion video on like the whole Basherverse and Clara Baby Legs thing going on, and I had an opinion piece done with Keemstar, how I thought he was like, kind of like shit posting himself into oblivion, kind of killing himself off, so that way people could like keep talking about him and keeping him relevant. So in a way, he was sustaining his own growth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I got videos like that too, and there's no way in hell that those are going to become like viewable to my audience here. Fuck that.
Well, I've been thinking about releasing it not to my just the people on YouTube. I have a Patreon that one person used to donate to, but then they stopped donating because they didn't watch my videos really. And I was thinking about releasing it to that as like an exclusive thing for Patreon.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier. Let's see if I could click on it. I was looking at your Patreon earlier, and you don't really have anything set up, man.
I set up with my phone because I'm going through a lot of internet issues right now. So until that's fixed, I cannot finish setting it up.
Fair
but
enough.
Once it's fixed, I'm gonna sit down for a day, set up everything that I have ready to be set up, and then just watch as nothing happens, basically.
You have $0 of $10 per month, and you have no Patreon exclusive content, sir.
Not yet. I'm still working on it. I have stuff planned, but the quality that I want to give to the people who donate to me is 10 times better than what I do on my YouTube channel.
Oh, so
Because
you
they have,
actually want to try?
well, wait, are you implying I don't try really good stuff?
You know, I see laziness when I see it. I think we all have it. I have a few on my channel now that, you know, where I didn't even try. I just threw up a video because I felt like I had to. But no, I definitely see a few videos where you do try, but then there's videos that you have on your channel that you look like you just said fuck it, you're gonna put it up there because you felt like you had to have content up. Like, you can always tell when you're into your own videos, when you like it's really hard to explain. Like, you could tell when somebody is trying in a video, the way they talk to their audience versus the nonchalant attitude that they have in, like, say, a lot of your videos. You're kind of like nonchalant in your videos, so it's sort of like, to me as a consumer of your content, feels like you're not really feeling what it is that you're doing. You know what I mean? So, like, I say,
Yes,
I call that lazy. That's what I call that. I call that lazy.
It's just how I am.
Are you talking?
Like, no.
Okay, you're here. Okay. It got quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm talking. Oh boy, I just got a phone call. Let me just see what the person needs real quick, okay?
Okay.
Just keep. It won't take long. Just keep going.
All right. So for those of you out there that
Just
yeah. Don't worry. I'll talk while you go do your phone stuff.
okay.
So, again, for those of you out there that, you know, maybe you feel sort of disenfranchised here on YouTube, maybe you feel like nobody cares about your content, or maybe you just don't feel like your content's not getting out there the way you think it should, go ahead and just leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Like I said, I do videos like this with people in my own community, and I'm willing to branch out and do this for other people as well, because I am always curious to see what the other perspectives are, especially when it comes to people that I strongly disagree with or I can't even stand being around personally. I'd be willing to have you on here regardless if I like you or not. You know, that's just how I am. I want to see you know, and hopefully, like, if I don't like you and say, like, we hit it off good in this one-on-one, I'm hoping that could, you know, build something there. You know, I mean, I'm hoping that could build a bridge and hopefully alleviate any sort of self-doubt that we would have in one another. So that's a good way of doing that. What this is for. I'm always happy to put smaller YouTubers like this out there, let people know about them. And most of all, I really do enjoy the one-on-one conversation format a little bit better than having like 6 people in the conversation stepping on each other, because then the audience is kind of confused as to what the topics are. So you really don't understand what the hell the topics are, because everybody's jumping from one thing to another. They're walking on each other. There's about 30 different conversations flying, and it's just hard to keep up with for the audience. So I do my best when it comes to these one-on-ones because I really find them enjoyable, and I really do enjoy doing this format very much so. So I really hope you guys appreciate this. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to be a part of my next one-on-one. What I plan on do is just record like a bunch of them throughout the week and then have them scheduled for like one day a week upload. So you'll have them either every Saturday or Sunday, hell, even maybe every Friday for all I know. But I would like to do a lot more of these to get some of these people's names out there. And, you know, like I said, this is a way of me giving back to those that have supported the Game Talk podcast. You guys have been supporting us for a while now. And for those of you that don't know about the new channel for the Game Talk podcast, it's still going. It's still on. So what I'll do is I'll drop the link of that down below. I'll leave Goget's channel link down below if you can't see where to go from there. He has a decent channel. It's, you know, it's pretty hit and miss in his content format. He, like I said, sometimes feels like he just needs to put out videos, so he'll record something, and you can tell the way the person talks into their mic on whether or not they're really and truly feeling the content that they're making. Some people, they like to sort of just, you know, they refuse to have a script like me. Like, this is all ad-libbed. I don't do scripts for my videos. I've never really done a script for my video. I think I tried it like once or twice on this channel at the very beginning, and it was just too robot-y. I just didn't like it. So I ad-lib everything, and the closest thing I get to a script for my sort of content is I'll do cliff notes, and I try to remember to cover certain key points to align the video content up with. So that usually is what I do when it comes to trying to put together a somewhat structured video. So, oh, it sounds like Mr. Goget is back, sir. Welcome back.
So I was not expecting that phone call.
All right, so, well, that's all good. So as far as YouTube goes, how long do you see yourself doing this in the future? And if you do keep on doing your YouTube content, Goget, do you plan on ever being consistent with your channel?
Consistent, like, explain what you mean by that. So I know.
Consistent.
Like, I try to keep
consistent uploading being, you're gonna have a video uploaded every day of that day, or you have like a scheduled weekday or weekend where that video, your consumers can come by and look at your shit, and they know that it's gonna be uploaded that day of or that night. So.
I try to do once a week, and I do it early in the day, like right after the video's done editing. I immediately upload to YouTube. Okay. And I start uploading and I go to bed. So I try to do it once a week, but every couple of weeks, or not every couple, but every once in a while, there's I need to start backlogging videos. So I have videos just in case stuff happens that stops me from working on videos for that week.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
So that's the only downfall I have right now, is that every time I finish a video, I want to immediately upload it, because I want to have the people who do enjoy my content enjoy it sooner.
Okay.
Which is part of the reason why I will probably never have a consistent upload schedule. I have a video at least once a week, maybe a couple more scattered throughout the week if you're lucky. But just as in this, you can count on me having a video up this day, every day. That's unlikely to happen, currently at least.
Yeah.
And how long you plan on doing it? Until YouTube dies. Which, I mean, hopefully VidMe takes over soon, because VidMe looks a lot better.
VidMe does look really good. I have a channel over there. I think you have a channel over there, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
I've been preaching VidMe to everybody.
You're the one who got me into it. I joined, and I immediately forgot my sign in for the first account, so I made a new one, as I normally do.
Well, I also I do preach a lot about Mines. I do tell people to go check out Mines. I do that.
I didn't like the layouts.
Dude, but here's the thing. If your channel is small and say you have 1,000 points, you can link your channel in Mines and use Mines to your advantage to market yourself on your video content. So link a video over to Mines on your profile, spend the 1,000 points to get 1,000 views, and they will post your channel on the front page of Mines until you reach that 1,000 view limit. So that's why I preach it. I'm not saying the format's the best at all. I'm not going to say that at all. But I do find that having a blog, a vlog, and a forum all in one is a nice way to go, because their blog setup, you could actually have a blog over there and speak your mind with however you want, and they're not going to ding you for it, which is really nice. A lot of these sites, see, and a lot of these sites like to play the politic game, where if your content isn't up to their level of appropriateness, then it's a
bad
good
one.
It's a pretty good chance that your blog or your video is going to be thrown out into the ether somewhere, and no one's going to see it, which is really unfortunate.
Or your account just gets suspended for no reason whatsoever.
Which has happened to a lot of my friends here, which really sucks. That's why I like Mines, because Mines
happened to me.
Mines is a both left and right centrist type of site. So you're going to see a lot of people from the left post there. You're going to see a lot of people from the right. And I think that's a really good thing when you can see both opinions being put onto one site and they're not clashing back and forth like they are on YouTube and Twitter, Facebook. Even Facebook. Facebook's another one that's getting to be really bad. Now, I'm a firm believer in Facebook vlogging type stuff because those channels have been growing really fast. So I do believe in it. The thing I don't believe in is the way they handle content that they deem as inappropriate. Because there's a lot of stuff that is very inappropriate, but they allow it to go anyways. So I'm one of those, like, if you're going to instill any sort of rules or outliner for people to follow, then everybody has to follow it equally, or don't pass the rule anyway in the first place, you know?
Yeah.
So as far as your channel, now, do you see yourself growing and say, like, I mean, what do you see yourself is what I'm trying to say, like, as far as growth goes? Because right now you are sitting at, let me look, 167.
My growth is staggered right now. Yeah, my growth is staggered.
Well, I mean, 167 subscribers at over 8,000 views isn't bad. Over 8,000 views isn't too shabby, so...
I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying that my growth is staggered right now because... Mostly because the few people who did constantly watch my content, even if it was to dislike it, realized that I don't care. That I enjoy them watching my videos because it pushes it up to people who might actually enjoy my videos.
Well, that and now that YouTube has this thing where it's, you know, a thumbs down is just as equaling of a benefit as a thumbs up when it comes to being here on YouTube. As long as your retention rate is good and your interactions are good, like, that's just to keep you in the system. So that's a good thing. So, I mean, the more thumbs down you get, the more you're gonna be sustained. So good on them.
Yeah, and my videos have always had a good retention. Don't talk around 3 hours sleep, people. This is what happens to you. You can't speak.
You're fine.
But yeah, my videos always have decent amounts of interaction and watch time and views and all of that for a channel my size, I believe, at least. Because I've seen channels with 100 subs get maybe 10 views in a day. Yeah. And I've reached 10 views in like maybe 16 hours if I'm lucky. Sometimes.
So this is your first channel, right?
This is the channel that I've started off YouTube with. There's another one that I used to use just for watching content, but now I just started using my main channel for watching content as well, which you can tell by how many channels I'm subbed to.
Yeah.
I've ran other channels though. There's a couple of voice acting channels that I have under my belt, which is why I decided to start doing comic dubs on my main channel. Because I had a voice acting channel. I was like, nobody really watches this channel, and I don't have the time to grow another channel to the point where people would watch it. So I'm going to just combine the two channels and maybe put some behind the scenes content or something like that on the other channel. Maybe some bloopers or for my comic dubs or whatever I'm going to do.
So you are an artist, correct? Like, art is definitely something that you enjoy?
I've been getting into art recently, yes. Which, do you count voice acting as an art form?
Yeah, why not?
Because, yeah, it's just, some people don't. I'm like, do you count acting as an art form? Because it's part of the art, so I would assume voice acting would count.
Voice acting and acting, like, it's still acting, and it's both still an art form. Yeah, don't let anybody tell you it's not, because they're full of shit.
Yeah, I argue with people like that all the time. If you can't, I argue with a lot of people all the time. So I mean, that shouldn't surprise you.
Well, I'm out here Deviant, so I was hoping to see some sketches or something, but I'm not seeing anything, sir.
No, I have some stuff that I could upload, but I just ordered a drawing tablet a couple of days ago. Actually, yesterday. And since I have Prime, it should be here in a couple of days. I'm going to start using it to draw instead of carefully counting each pixel in a pixel art. Because I'm playing a game right now, that's making me go insane. Doing that, because it's the same thing over and over again, basically. Makes me want to blow my brains out.
That sounds healthy.
Oh yeah, it's really healthy.
All right. Well, is there anything else you wish to add here, sir? I mean, we've got a pretty good gist of what your channel is about. You do critiques.
Yeah.
You have a Patreon that is currently inactive, and you have a DeviantArt profile that is currently inactive. But for those of you that
No,
are
I
curious,
comment on stuff. I comment on stuff. It's not inactive completely.
so that everybody knows, he does have content on his page. He has quite a bit of content actually, and
Hundreds of some videos.
yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's not like these other channels that you see here that have like 400 videos
Like
uploaded,
JTech.
and yet they've only got like 1,000 views. It's like, something's wrong with that picture. You have 100 plus videos, and you have over 8,000 views. So you could see like the funny part about that when you have people coming to your channel trolling you, and really you're actually doing a lot better than they think you are. So, but
Yeah.
as far as your channel, do you have anything coming down the pipeline that so maybe our people that are going to be clicking on your channel could watch?
I have a couple of longer videos planned, but those are going to take a while to put together because I am getting. I as you can tell from my video, I do have artist friends that do stuff for me, like the talk sprites I use in my videos, with the icon that you're using on screen right now, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And the icon I'm using for Discord, well, drawn by people I know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna talk to one of my friends who's making a series if we could work something out to where I post the bloopers of my character that I'm voicing on my channel for for fun, basically, so people can listen to me want to die even more than usual.
Mm-hmm.
I also have gonna have a response video coming out in a few days once I actually record and edit it and all that. I have the video downloaded and ready to go. I have a review coming if I can ever beat this game, which I do not see that coming anytime soon.
What game is it you're playing currently?
Okay, it's a fan-made battle for Undertale. No, Toby Fox likes people making fan-made stuff because he's not Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually promotes some of the fan-made stuff, I believe. It's been a while since I've been on his Twitter, but I believe he does. I could be wrong though.
I've never been one for Undertale. I've never really seen the.
Either you like it or you don't. Or you're like my friend and you just hate it.
Oh, it's either you love it or you don't type thing.
In most situations, yes.
Okay, I can see that. But that's good. I mean,
But,
you got shit coming down the pipeline. That's good. Getting some videos out there.
Eventually. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that stuff. Now for my audio, which you cannot tell the mic I'm using right now because I'm using my phone with one of the PlayStation mics that you get with a PlayStation. I use an AT2020 USB mic. I cannot tell you what specs my computer currently has because it's a laptop that's well over 5 years old, I believe. No, wait, it's 4 years old. It's somewhere around those areas. So I can't tell you the specs of it without me going into the actual spec, what it tells me about it on my computer. I'm lazy. Editing, I use Audacity and Sony Vegas because I'm a hipster and if I use Adobe Premiere. And for my recording of gameplay, it varies depending on what I want. If I just want the gameplay, then I usually use the Windows 10, Xbox, whatever capture system because it works perfectly fine for it.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's a pretty damn good software, actually.
And if I want audio with it, which I've done out like 3 videos I've recorded with this program because of how bad it sounds, because I keep hitting my desk while I'm recording it because I'm a moron. Is Ocam, I believe. It's not on my. Oh yes, it is. It's Ocam, and sometimes I use OBS because it's on my computer, and why not?
Well, if you ever want like really clear audio, which I use for a lot of my commentary work that I do here on this channel, you could use Audacity. It is a really
That's why I said I used.
You said
Audacity was one.
You said Audacity?
Yeah,
I think you said Ocam or whatever the hell that was called.
No, Ocam is for the video and speaking portion. Like, I know an editing format that I can use Audacity to record my audio and a different recording software to record my gameplay. But in order for me to do that, I have to get good at doing it, and I'm trying to get good at doing it, but it's just one of those things that takes a while to get used to.
Well, so I guess I can give you some pointers. What I usually do is I'll record the video first. Like, what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and start recording random gameplay clips.
Yeah, that's what I do for my reviews and stuff like that. But I'm talking live commentary stuff like.
Well, I don't. That's what I was just gonna say for like live commentaries. If you have OBS, it's pretty decent. You could do a live commentary with the Windows DVR or at least I thought you could.
You can, but for some reason my computer's saying screw you. We don't want to use your AC2020 as a mic that's acceptable. No, you have to use your terrible webcam mic that makes you want to kill yourself every time you look at it.
Well, so as far as live commentary goes, I'm guessing you want to go ahead and play the game at the same time you're commentating, right?
Well, yes, which is why I'm learning how to sync the audio track with the gameplay using methods that I've learned from a YouTube channel that I look up to towards my live commentary stuff.
Oh, because I was gonna say like what I've done is I'll record like whatever gameplay and then I'll play the video as I do the commentary over the video. So like I'll go ahead and I'll record with Audacity as the video is playing, and I'll explain what I'm doing in the video, or I'll do my best to like stay on top point as to what I'm doing, and then when I go render it in Vegas Pro, it'll be on the 2 separate audio tracks, and then I'll be able to make Audacity sound even crisper. So I mean that's just what I do though. I mean you don't have to do it that way, but that's the most like efficient way that I've seen doing that besides doing a live commentary.
Time-wise efficient, yes, that's probably the most efficient way you could do it if you're not using OBS or a program like that records both at the same time.
Well, you don't need like the thing. Well, see, the thing is like with Audacity and OBS, if you're using OBS, just mess with your hertz on your mic and then mess with the noise gate, and you could come up with similar quality from Audacity without having to learn both of them. Yeah, because it's really taxing on your system when you're trying to use both programs. I know a lot of people that try that shit. I'm just like, why? Don't do it that way. That's the hard way of doing it.
Yeah, I know stuff like that. I know because OBS is taxing on my system already because of how old it is.
Right.
And how outdated it is, and I need to build one at the beginning of the year, like I keep saying I'm going to. I have to remember to, which is why I keep saying I'm going to.
All right, so we're going to come to the end of the video. We're coming up at the 34-minute. I'm going to try to keep these at a half-hour tops. So I just want to say, Goget, thanks for coming by. We were trying to plan this to do this the other day, but our clocks were just way too off for this. So again, if you guys are interested in this man's content, please go by, check out his channel. Let him know what you think of the content that he has. And as for me, I will be having more videos like this. In fact, I have about 1 or 2 more of these to do tonight. So I'm going to be uploading. I'll probably be uploading this tomorrow, day of the podcast. And then I'm going to probably try to keep this like on an every Friday rotation for this channel, so that way this channel isn't being neglected. Because there's a lot of people here that have been wondering like what the hell's going on. This channel's been dead. And they've been leaving me comments like, "Are you gonna ever do videos again here?" And it's like, "Yeah, I'll do videos.
No, never done videos again.
If I could stop
He's
being
never
a
done-
lazy prick." But anyways, again, thanks for coming by, Goget. You guys in the
You're
comments, let me know what you think of this guy. Do you guys think he's got some decent content? I'm pretty sure, as somebody who does critiques yourself, you could probably take a good constructive criticism yourself, right? I mean, you've never.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah.
I can take constructive criticism, but if you tell me to go kill myself, I'm gonna apply to you with the same gusto that you applied to me with.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You guys go ahead and follow both of us on Twitter. Go check out his social medias. I'll have them down below. You guys already know where to find me on mine. Just type in Brimstone or Brimstone's Gaming on Twitter, and you'll see me there. Like I said, I'll leave you guys the link of the Game Talk Podcast's new channel. That'll be down below. So I'm gonna have a complete rework of the about page when it comes to the video description. So you guys are gonna see a lot more changes down there as well. And you guys have a great night. And yeah, man, keep your shit up, keep pushing forward, and you're gonna have a pretty big channel.
Eventually.